Can you tell when Football Manager came out of beta this year? I definitely can. It was about this little point here. Let's jump into the end of season review. Boydum, and welcome back to the Fulham Project, which, as you saw by the intro, it went pear-shaped, to put it nicely. It went pear-shaped. To put it bluntly, we had an absolute mare since January. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. I'll put my hands up and I'll be the first one to admit I haven't the flipping clue what's happened to our form since January. Ever since the Sheffield United game, we've drawn 3 games and won 2 out of a possible probably like 19 games, which is absolutely shocking. That is shocking compared to even before that. It wasn't too stellar, but the way we started the season, we were about 6th or 7th position, kind of aiming for the stars. And if we'd have kept that, we'd have got some European spots next season. But no, we want to finish 15th. And yes, I did say anything around the 17th spot is a good ending for me, but yeah, no, it's not. As can be seen here with how happy the board was with me towards the end of the season. Not at all. Which, to be fair, I agree. So let's go ahead and jump into this end of season review. So the end of season review for Fulham, the new arrivals, top of the list with an average of 7.09 is Josh Maja, which I agreed with before I kicked him to the wayside with with no explanation at all, other than I brought in this fella down here and he just sort of slipped down the pecking order, which, to be fair, it wasn't the kindest thing from myself, but it is what it is. The main thing I'm surprised about is Gagliardini, no goals and no assists. To be fair, he is playing a kind of majority of the season he did play ball winning midfielder, and I kind of understand, but still it's the average rating is shocking as well. Nakajim, I was happy with him. He kind of fell to the wayside like everybody else did in the team, so I'm not going to single him out, but he was one of the better purchases this year. Patson came in, did absolutely nothing, which was annoying to say the least. Omur, I expected a lot more from this kid, because looking at these stats here, they look unreal, and I kind of expected him to hit the ground running, and he did anything but hit the ground running. He did get 3 goals, granted, but the way stats were looking and everybody else that we brought in, I was kind of expecting us to push on, and we did nothing of the sort. We completely regressed, and it was horrible. Yeah, looking back on these, hindsight, would I have still sold them? Yeah, I probably would, to be fair, because they just seemed like extra, baggage that we didn't need at the time. Possibly keeping one or two of the defenders, because that's where we hemorrhaged after January. Before January, we seemed to be pretty tight going forwards and backwards, but after that, it just completely fell to the wayside, and less said the better. Let's move along. A season to remember. No, it wasn't. It really, for up until December, January time, we were having an absolute ball. Look at this. More green than red and yellow. Beautiful stuff. The further down we come, it's horrible to look at. It hurts my heart. So I'm just gonna keep it. Up in this little section here. It makes me happier, and I'm just gonna kind of block the name with my finger so I don't see them. Yeah, we finished 15th, considering we were 6th, 7th, even 4th at one point. It's not good enough at all. It's not good enough. FA Cup, what was it, the 4th round by Leicester, and the Carabao, it was the quarters by United. Moments to remember. Biggest win was our 4-0. That seems a lifetime away now. Seems an absolute lifetime away, but we beat Leicester 4-0. Match to remember. This made me happy, because Arsenal are always there. There's always going to be someone worse than you, and it was Arsenal, just to kind of give us that slight little happiness in a sea of all that red. Arsenal come along and let us win 1-0, which made me really happy. And Arteta got sacked towards the end of the season for finishing 8th. So, silver lining. And goal of the season, it was Zambo. So our finances, to be fair, I did pretty well on the finances. If I'm gonna rate myself on finances, then I'd be given a lifetime contract. But everything else, it wasn't the greatest, was it? It wasn't the greatest. How I lined up, this was my favoured tactical formation, but towards the end of it, I had tinkered with everything. I went full on Ranieri mode, but I didn't do what Ranieri did. I did, in fact, the complete opposite. I went the complete other way, but yeah, I did favour this. Look at that, I've just realised he had a 6.56. That is horrific. Accolades. No accolades for me. I'm assuming that's why I didn't get anything all season. Lovely. Fans player of the season, Zambo. I would probably agree with that. Young player of the season, Tosin. He has been fantastic, to be fair. If anything, he was probably our best defender, and that's not saying a lot, because we were pretty tragic in the defensive region. Signing of the season, Armour. I'd probably give it Nakajima. A goal of the season, Zambo, with his ping against Chelsea. Mitrovic with top goal scorer. Who else? Zambo, most assists. Tosin, most player of the matches. Does that not tell you everything? And highest average rating, Zambo with a 7. That says everything, doesn't it? A 7 is the highest rating in our team. Oh dear, dearie me, horrible. Also, let me see if I can bring it up. There's the Arteta sack in there. Surprised my name's not there. Why is my name not there? Oh, but it's down here. That's let's skip along. The board wanted to have a meeting. I don't know if it's still here. Oh, is it that? Is that? Yeah. So the board wanted a meeting. They weren't happy with. Can't think why they weren't happy. Why weren't they happy? Yeah, exactly. They weren't happy, so went for a meeting, and they were like, "Why have you done so horribly since January? Explain yourself." And I kind of tinkered with one of the two options, and I kind of said, we haven't played badly, but something else has kind of got in our way. And Mr. Shahid, agreed with me.
Got Shahid in my heed, for my creed, I daheed.
Thank you. Thank you for not sacking me. I'd have never thought that the way we started and at the end of the season saying, thank you for not sacking me, Mr. Shahid Khan. That is ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah, he kind of agreed. We'd played decently well, which, looking at some of these results, I don't know what he was watching, but we got away with it somehow, and we're still in the Fulham job. What else can I say? I'd kind of tinkered about with everything in the squad. I'd started, here's one of my experiments, I started going 5 at the back with wing backs. I still had my, preferred formation. I ended the season on this flat 4-3-3. It was semi-working, because that got us our last couple of results. The City game, we got hammered, but that's what won us against Arsenal, and got us the draw against Newcastle. But, that's nothing to be too proud of, considering our start. So literally looking at the players that I'd bought in, you'd think, oh my, they're kind of pushing on. They should be a top 6-7 easily Europa League kind of team. We got nowhere near that. We got absolutely nowhere near that. And considering our net spend was about 50 mil, this season's been a pure disappointment, and it can't be, it cannot be classed as anything else. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring you the end of season roundup, and you've seen what an absolutely fantastic manager I am. up until January though. You know, give me some give me some credit. After that point, we lost the plot. Game came out fully, and I agree with people that said the game got considerably harder because I'd kept the same tactics and everything, and you know, we just started losing game after game after game after game, regardless of it being home or away. You know, I have literally no clue what happened, but yeah, we're gonna dust ourselves off, and we'll be back better and stronger. Ugh. I can't even say that. I can't even say it. Who am I realistically kidding? Nobody other than myself. Just giving myself false hope. Yeah, that was my beta save. This was only going to run for one season anyway, just until the game came out, which the game's been out, you know, for a couple of weeks, or just over 10 days now. So I will be starting the brand new series. Got some little bits and bobs here to sort out, but when that's ready, it should be uploaded very, very soon, and I'm really excited about it, as I was for this one. But that excitement soon turned to bitterness and hatred, and the pure excitement of waiting for the season to come to an end, so I could bring you this end of season summary. I know I was gonna come back for the West Brom and Newcastle game, but there was literally nothing to play for, so I kind of just threw it to the wayside, played the rest of the season, and bring you this end of season review. United ended up comfortably winning the league by City, Chelsea and Liverpool, making up the top 4 places. As mentioned, Arsenal just missed out on goal difference, and that's what sadly got Mikel Arteta sacked. You know, look at me. I started here, ended up here. Master tactician here. Anybody with tips and tricks, let me know. I'll come sort your team out. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this first season. I did until January, and then it got a bit stressful, basically like watching Fulham in real life. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. New series coming very, very soon. Hope you're all excited for it. Leave some comments down below if you've enjoyed it, or if you just want to tell me how big of a bottle job I am. Everything's welcomed. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, drop me a like down below. If you cannot wait for the new content coming up, subscribe so you're not missing any of it. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.